From Mad Max to Mad Mardigan, nerds like a lot of things, but there's something they love above all else, and that is correcting people. This is Actually. And today, a very special Actually Tournament of Champions. 3 previous winners back for more. Amy Vorpahl.
Hi, everyone. Looking forward to maybe winning. Let's roll some D20s.
Great, and we have Jared Logan.
Hi, I'm Jared Logan, and I look forward to subtly hiding my anger each time I correct Mike.
All right, and we have Demi Adejuyigbe.
I'm terrified to be here because I'm a big jock and I don't know nothing about this nerd shit.
Everyone trying to set expectations exactly where they want them before we jump into these statements. Now, you've all been on here before. You've all won or tied. But if you're new at home, these are false statements about the things you like. It's up to you guys to correct me. You just have to precede your corrections with the phrase, actually. If you don't, I won't give you the point. And you can interrupt me whenever you want. As soon as you spot the thing that's wrong, you can buzz right in there and just jump in. Pretty clear?
Mm-hmm.
Crystal.
Actually, yes.
Actually, great.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Not gonna trick me.
All right, our first statement here then is about Alien. In the 1979 classic Alien, Dallas and Lambert return from investigating a derelict alien spacecraft with their crewmate Kane, who now has an unidentified parasite attached to his face. Despite being reminded of quarantine protocols by other crew members, Warrant Officer Ellen Ripley risks opening the airlock to try to save Kane's life. Demi.
Actually, he doesn't return with the parasite on his face?
No, that's not what we're doing here. Yep.
Actually, her first name isn't Ellen.
It is, it's Ellen.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Jared.
Actually, Ripley wants to keep the airlock closed, and the other people make her bring the alien on like idiots.
That's
It's
correct.
a parasite. It's gonna kill you all.
Ripley was doing what she should have done.
That's right.
That's absolutely correct, Jared.
She was following
Everyone
protocol.
if everyone had just listened to Ripley, things would have been totally fine.
Everyone
but
should
no.
just be following orders all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Follow orders, never question authority. That's what we're trying to say here on Actually.
The message of the
A
movie
simile.
Alien.
Yeah.
A simile.
Yeah. A very strong message of all corporations and those in power are very good. You should always listen to what they have to say. That's what Alien is all about. It feels like throughout the Alien franchise, there is this issue of like, well, I guess that's a broad statement to say throughout the Alien franchise. I guess I'm mostly still just kind of bitter thinking about Prometheus, where there's like a lot of people making very dumb moves. So it's like, you should know better than this, right? You're scientists, you're space scientists. You should know to expect some of these issues. Yeah.
Actually, Prometheus is a great movie, and I will not stand for this. I love Prometheus.
Please convince me otherwise.
Prometheus, compared to Alien Covenant, is great, and I think that despite...
Oh, you're just moving the bar. That's
yes. I mean, and I also think it's fun.
Actually, Demi, Prometheus isn't a good movie, but it has one good scene where the woman does surgery on herself with a
great
robot.
scene.
That's metal as fuck.
It's so cool.
That is true.
Actually, my bar for movies is extremely low, and all of the Alien franchise movies are awesome. And it's just like Jurassic Park for me. If there are dinosaurs and they're eating people, guys, it's great.
There are no dinosaurs in Alien, though.
Well, that is a point for Jared. Here we go. Number 2. In The Simpsons, Principal Skinner is typically referred to as Seymour Skinner, even though his true full name is W. Seymour Skinner. The viewers still don't know what the W stands for, Demi.
Actually, his full name is Armin Tanzarian.
That's close enough. I'm gonna give it to you. Yes. Actually, he's born Armin Tamzarian.
Yeah.
Even though in the episode The Principal and the Pauper, where it was revealed that Seymour Skinner has been living a false life. He took over the name Seymour Skinner from a former member of his army unit.
Oh, the Mad Men.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. That's the same plot as in Mad Men.
And Mad Men did it later,
Then
too,
Mad Men did it later, and everyone was
very
like very serious. Very serious. Like,
Yeah.
this was a much loathed episode of The Simpsons.
How do people remember things from The Simpsons? It's been on for 47 years.
Well, you stop watching it after your after 12th season or something like that.
Okay.
I have a fun fact about me.
Oh,
this
please.
is very fun.
Yeah.
I've never seen an episode of The Simpsons.
Is that true?
Because when I grew up like in Malaysia, I don't know, whatever.
You say Malaysia?
I did.
Okay,
But my parents
you cut
were,
off yourself when you started to
I
say
know,
Malaysia.
that's not the
Malaysia, that's
interesting
where The
part.
Simpsons is animated, isn't it?
My very sheltered. I just never got an episode, and actually this month my friends are hosting a Simpsons day where we watch the entire first season for me and another friend who have never seen any of
The
them.
first season, the best season.
Yeah, that is a weird one to start with.
Well, I think the goal is every month we're gonna spend a Sunday and just like, saturate our brains with like weird child voices, I
Yeah.
guess.
This sounds fun, but it also sounds like the most insufferable thing for a friend to do if it's like, oh, I've never seen this. Like, well, great, I'm gonna make you watch it.
Well, that is a point for Demi.
Yay.
In the movie Groundhog Day, Phil Connors is cursed by a bitter ex-girlfriend and thus condemned to relive Groundhog Day repeatedly, always beginning with Sonny and Cher's I Got You Babe playing on the radio. The movie never makes clear how long Phil's trapped in the time loop, but people have suggested anywhere between 10 and 10,000 years. Demi.
Actually, he's not cursed by a bitter ex-girlfriend because that scene is cut.
That's correct.
Ooh. I was like, I know I've seen that scene, but I don't think it's in the movie.
How have I seen that scene? It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
There was an early draft, an early version where there's like some voodoo or something, but in the final cut of the movie, it's just never explained why the time loop happens. He just enters it, and it's just like, yeah, shit happens sometimes.
And it's better that way.
I do think it's better that way, yeah.
For a movie where the same thing repeats over and over, it's very tightly edited.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I kept waiting just to be the one thing I remember from Groundhog Day is just Ned Ryerson.
Needlehead Ned.
Yeah.
That
I was
got
like,
to Malaysia.
actually,
Ned Ryerson.
actually
Ned Ryerson.
Ned Ryerson.
I'm a huge fan of Ned Ryerson, so I'm hoping you got a lot of good trivia here on my boy Ryerson.
Well, you do. I don't know if it's but with these questions, you kind of the thing that you know about the thing triggers to the front, and you're like, Ned Ryerson's coming up.
That totally makes sense. Because the weird thing is, as many episodes of this show I've done, I've never sat in this seat, so I don't really know what it feels like to be like trying to scan your brain for like it's like I heard a clue word. What do I know about this? You know,
a series of folders. I was hoping you were gonna say like, oh, it's at 7 o'clock. I was like, no, it's at 6. It's at 6 a.m. he wakes up.
I know the time.
Don't get me.
You hit it. We see it a bunch. You
I was like, I've seen that clock.
Yeah, you just want to buzz in and go, I know something.
Yeah. Well, that's another point for Demi. All right. Gratefully, Peter Jackson chose not to include the full exchange from the iconic Riddles in the Dark chapter of The Hobbit in his films. In the book, Bilbo and Gollum exchange a full 10 riddles with one another, with these correct answers: mountain, teeth, wind, sun shining on daisies, darkness, egg, fish, mirror, time, and the One Ring of Power. Yes, Jared?
They don't exchange, they don't exchange 10 riddles.
They do. It is 10 riddles that that amount is correct.
I don't think so.
No, you'd like to.
Actually, I'm gonna say mirror is not one of them.
That's correct. Mirror is not one of the answers given in Riddles in the Dark. Do you know what it is?
God,
I'm just gonna give you the point anyway, but I'm
Okay,
just
thank
curious
you.
to see if you can
I
dredge it up.
I think I would have to hear the riddle, but I read those over. Like for some reason, that chapter captivated me. So
It's got a very like Joseph Campbellian, like mythic kind of
yeah,
like.
I was playing we've all probably played D&D, but at an early age, that's where you go for riddles. Like that's where I went. So I would just use those over.
Wait, D&D or The Hobbit is where you went for riddles?
I think
I
it's
went
weird
to
that you
the
needed a
Hobbit.
place to go to for a riddle supply.
They don't have riddles
Why
in
is
Malaysia.
that weird? No, when you're like 12, you're like, I don't know. You can't make
You
up
needed
your
a
own.
riddle for your
I couldn't.
campaign, and the only
I
place
needed
you
a riddle for my D&D
You never been
campaign.
stuck under a bridge?
Yeah.
Right.
You ever talked to a
I
troll
have
before?
had to stop 3
Sphinx?
goats from getting by.
Do you remember what the riddle was? That
Yeah,
spurned the
it's
mirror?
the stupidest. It's the stupidest thing. So the actual.
You better calm down. How you're talking about JR.
Look, fish on a little one-legged table, man at table sitting on a 3-legged stool. The cat gets the bones.
Yeah,
is the answer to the riddle.
That's my favorite Tom Waits song.
Yeah,
I do
cat
remember
gets
reading
the
that. If you had said that, I
bones.
wouldn't have chosen it. But yeah, no, I wouldn't have been able to recite that.
Yeah,
too.
that's a lot. But it also is like that's way too complicated an answer for a riddle. Like you're inventing too much at that point. If it's like what? It's like what am I? I have 3 legs in here. It's like well, it's a 3-legged stool, a 3-legged man, a cat with 2 legs, and they're eating some stuff. It's like that's. Well, yeah, you can answer any riddle if you invent anything you want. You know? Great. Well, this brings us to our first shiny question of the game. This is a game called Name That Vampire. On the other side of this sheet, there are 12 vampires from across different media. Whoever can name the most vampires will get the point.
And by name, you mean give them names.
Yes, assign them names that you think, you look at them and it's like, you know what, you look like a Steve.
That's a
I'm
Kevin.
just gonna give them all car model names.
Go ahead and flip it over and let's see how many you can get. Here we are, 12 angry vampires. A couple of these maybe a bit of a gimme. A couple of them a little harder. But we're here to represent the diversity of vampires.
Oh God, oh God. That bottom row's a killer.
All right, you guys are all locked in. You think you're as guessed as you're gonna get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We will go down the line.
Okay, I think the first one is just Dracula. And we've got Nosferatu, then Edward Cullen, then Lestat, then Count Chocula, and then Bun Bun, I think, and then James, and then the Count, and then, what did I say for him? Father Mister, and then Yaris, because that is the name
like
of
the
the
car.
car.
Yeah.
Elvira and Nope for the
Nope.
last one.
Very good. Well, you have 5, maybe 6. Kind of trying to decide whether to count one of them.
You should.
But Jared, why don't you tell us what we got here?
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, wow. Mine are- I can do this, though. Okay,
Okay, all right.
So Dracula, Nosferatu, as portrayed by Max Schreck in the Murnau Classic. Does that help?
I'm not going to
help
give you
me?
extra points
Okay.
for naming the
Edward Cullen from The Thing That Ruined Vampires. Lestat, Count Chocula, Bunnicula, Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the Count, the often shirtless dude from True Blood, Fangs Riley, Lily Munster, and for this guy I just put Raven Darkshadow.
Okay. Well, Jared, looks like you have 8 and a maybe. So Demi, what do you got here?
All right, I got Dracula, Nosferatu, Edward, Lestat, Count Chocula, Bunnicula, Spike, the Count, Stephen from True Blood, Marceline, Elvira, and then video game, and then I crossed it out and wrote Warcraft.
It is a video game. It is not Warcraft. Let's see what you did here. Let's see. That's 8 and a maybe. So tied with Jared.
What's the maybe?
The maybe is the Count. The Count is he does have a full name. I want to see if anyone would get the full name, which is Count von Count.
Damn it.
Yes. But you all said the Count. I'm inclined to just kind of.
You know, I just said Von Count with you.
That's true.
Which suggests that I knew it.
Well, I can't guarantee that the others did either. I'm going to count it for all of you, which is the same as not counting it for any of you.
Okay.
But you all got Dracula, Nosferatu, Edward Cullen, Lestat, Count Chocula. Things started off pretty easy for everyone going down the way. Now, Bunnicula, Amy, you missed. Jared and Demi got. Same with.
Actually, Bunnicula is called Bun Bun.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I knew that.
And that's it for this episode of Actually. Actually, it's not. There's way more of this episode over on Dropout. Go to dropout.tv and start your free trial today. I'll be right here. Well, I'll be over there. I mean, I'll be in both places at once, because this is just, there's more. Technology.
Sci-fi and fantasy books often have titles like A Thing of Something Else, A Blank of Blank.
Thank you. I wish someone this game would have said that.
Yeah.